Hi everyone, this is Warden Never Down, named after the warden over here. That's my main character, and this is the second take on a Hunter playthrough, first episode. If you've seen my bio video, which you probably haven't because it's been out for all of 1 minute, but if you have, then you know a little bit about who I am and how I play and all that. And I went through the entire first episode a while back for this character, and I knew I wanted to do a Hunter, and I knew I wanted to try to get him to 85, and then I realized that voice chat didn't work. So here on the second take, you can hopefully hear me through my computer, not through my mic, which means that I could be sounding a little mumbly, but that's the best I can do right now. So we're going to make a Hunter over here, and elves are my favorite for Hunter, even though I hate where they start out. So let's see if I can name it. Well, I named the last one. Calhelion seems like a nice little name. And head, don't really care about that one much. Hairstyle I do care about, because if you aren't wearing a hood or something, it is noticeable. I think I remember they had there it is, a crown. I didn't even know you could have crowns, but apparently. Crown or a hairband, whatever that is. And let's just do random for over here. And it's another crown. Yay, I'm doubly crowned and awesome. So then hair color is brown. You know what, black is good. Then eye color is blue. Skin color is very pale. Come from Rivendell or Lorien. Lorien's a good place to come from. And then create. And we've got Felhelion, level 1 elf hunter. So without any further time wasting, we can move on. And as I remarked, I absolutely hate where the whole elves and dwarves start. And here we are. We've got over here the titles, quest strings, all stuff I know already, and new title for the things I got on pre-order.
I have
and
come
then,
to offer my service.
Why does the quest thing always start down here? Except that. And I went and read all the story when I did this the first time, but I don't care all that much the second time because
my father is
I
great
am
among the
busy
wise,
seeing how much I can
dreams and
stuff to
foretellings
this
do not often
10-minute or
stray
so
from the
video.
mark.
And the videos are, if possible, going to be 10 minutes, although if you prefer something else, please post that in the comments.
I was the one who led the party here.
As
but
one,
there is
just getting a comment would make my day, so yeah. But if you do want something different, it's not going to get changed unless you post it as a comment, so there's another good reason to. And if you just have something random to say and has nothing to do with changing it, I still encourage you to do the comments, because all the good videos seem to have good comment sections, and if I have absolutely no comments, then that says something. And these quick slots can be changed, but I'm not going to do that in this first video. I'll probably do it between videos. And now you get to watch me beat up on a poor defenseless dummy over here. I could use quick shot and do it faster, but then hit it and finish that quest.
Make of Onnen.
And pick a sword, because swords are my favorite. And so we're already level 2 out of the about 7 that this area will take us to.
You have a true warrior's heart.
As you notice, there's not many people around here, and that's because while LOTRO has a very large community, the majority of that community is somewhere in the middle of the game. There's not quite this boom of people trying out the game for the first time that there was. This place used to be like one of 5 or 6 instances, I think, since you can see that down there if you want to read it. Multiple dynamic layers and stuff like that. But there used to be pretty much 5 or 6 layers of this area, and all of them had 7 or 8 people all going around and being happy. But now it doesn't, and I always get lonely going through the beginner's instances.
I I do not
But I think Bree's a
have
little
the
better.
will to
There's
go
always
back
2 or
into
3
that
people
place.
there when I start a new character. But I haven't started a new character in forever, so I don't know if that's changed too. And so you can hear the music just changed to the slightly foreboding evil music. Oh, and there's a person just right as I was talking about him. And so just for fun. Just to be happy. Slapping is fun in this game, especially if you're above an enemy to the point where they don't attack you. You just sit there and slap them for fun. You can slap Tom Bombadil too, or Gandalf, or Aragorn, or any of the major characters of the books and other games and movies. And so now I need to defeat pests, or Skorgrim. He's all the way over there. And so you backtrack all the way through here. And this is why I don't like this area, I think. There he is again. It's hard to explain. The way it's designed doesn't seem nearly as efficient as Bree. In Arcat, you can go do multiple stuff at once, but it has such an odd meandering design throughout here that it feels like you have to run forever and ever to go 100 kilometers in such a direction. And I have troubles with figuring out how high something is, so I'm pretty bad about running off cliffs. Plus, my judgment's not all that good, so even if I can tell how high something is, I'm liable to jump off it anyway. So I think we could take the short way out and then drop in here. And these are the first enemies of the instance, and they pretty much do nothing. They hit you for like 1 damage, or 5 damage is probably more realistic, for all of your 6 health. Why did I say 6 health? You have 150. If you had 6 health, this would really be a challenge, but with the hunter, you can really just, with most classes, you could roll your face on the keyboard and it would still die. The hunter you could have trouble with if you rolled on your melee skill only, but still, it's really easy in these first levels, which is fun. It makes it a little hard to keep going when the game starts getting tough, but this game is definitely one of my favorite games of all time when you actually get it going. And as you can see if you look at my login screen, which you'll definitely see on one of these videos, if I didn't show it to you at the beginning, I like to call it being an alcoholic. I have trouble with staying with one character, so while I have one guy, a warden, who's gotten all the way to 75 training levels right now, 80, all my others are at 1 to 15, except for a few very notable exceptions, which are pretty much at 20. So I have lots of work to do with this account. And so we go in here. This is farther than I got in the last video, because in the last video I spent time actually looking at all these things that probably make the game make so much more sense, but I don't really care. It's fun without story. And I'm sure when you get out into the actual world, I'll look at the story a little more, but really when you're in this beginning instance and it's like 2 quests to level up and you only have 10 minutes of video, but you want to keep it all, then you really just don't want to waste time. So then we're about to get to a slow bit that I'll probably fast forward through, where you have to follow the trail of flowers, and the trail of flowers is in that direction, but I have to ignore it because I need to go to Eladon, which is all the way back where I started. And that's probably where I'm going to end this video, having gotten to level 3, almost level 4. And so probably episode 2 or 3 is where I'll finish this area. And if you do or do not want to see the final encounter that does a whole bunch to further the story, but doesn't do all that much for a gameplay perspective, I think, then please let me know in the comments and I can skip it or keep it as I'm intending to do if nobody says otherwise. And yep, you can already tell the gist of the game. It's very standard RPG. They pulled it through really well though. They have very in-depth graphics. If you're to look at this, that's pretty artwork, and the render distance is nice. Great views out into the distance, and they even did a pretty good job on the graphics for that little ring thing. Plus you could make it look like a first-person shooter and go around like this, and this makes the game look kind of fun. Let's see, who did I select over here? It's fun looking at it like this. Just going, you don't even see the projectiles, you just see the guy taking damage. But then we go off to Eladon and end our video. So my guy is going to be notably more stylish when I come back, because I'll have opened up all of my expansion pack stuff down here and equipped it where I see fit. But that is the first of the walkthrough videos. This takes you all the way to level 3. I'm probably, once you get out of the beginner instance, I'm going to start fast forwarding through doing random quests, but for now I'll keep that. And thank you for watching. If you haven't watched the Lotro Gamer bio video I did on Word of Renown, then I really encourage you to do that. I really enjoyed making it, and a lot of the people I know really enjoyed watching it. And if you have, thank you very much. Leave a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and do all those wonderful things to show your loyalty to this channel. Again, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful day. A wonderful weekend. It's not even the weekend yet. So, have a great time.